Eurus McGinty has withdrawn from society.
Go to another tablet. 20.
Alright, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
So ready.
Luke, did you fall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try this.
So for the past several days, the talk in the streets and the taverns has been about the so-called death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. Victims grow thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding towards the death they once denied. When they finally succumb, they can't be raised, and neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received a miracle in the past or not. Temples and scholars of divine magic are at a loss to explain the curse that has affected the entire region, and possibly the entire world. You've all been invited to the home of Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. An uninformed attendant leads you up a grand staircase to the 3rd floor, then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy-tailed table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks, shelves, and cabinets hold hundreds of more rolled-up charts and maps. A person seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't discern a gender because there's so many genders, but because the person's head only emerges under a heavy blanket draped over the chair. An embroidered hood on a silver mask conceals the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourselves to wine, and seat yourselves, friends. I hope I may call you that. She goes on. I was once an adventurer years ago. I died once and was raised from the dead. I have since closed the door on that stage of my life. She gets up really weakly and turns around. The death curse you've heard about has struck me. I don't know how much longer I'll last before I perish. Clerics have no help to offer. They're stymied by what is happening. So at this point, you guys should probably introduce yourselves. Like, who the hell are you people?
What?
What does she look like again?
She's really decrepit and weak.
She carrying a skull staff?
No.
She have horns?
No, she's a human.
I look around, but I don't look her directly in the face.
Yeah, so as an archaeologist, you see all these maps, very detailed maps of places you've never been and places you have been. And there's free wine and refreshment on the table that she said to help yourself to.
I think I'm good.
We'll look around the room. What's it look like in here, dude?
It looks fancy. This person's rich. And it looks like they've been on a lot of adventures.
I continue to look around, looking confused. Not knowing how I just appeared in this lady's house when a few minutes ago I was in Icewind Dale.
Well, you were ushered up by the attendant.
Were you not in the Maguma jungle?
Oh yeah. Good job.
Oh, by the way, so in all of your like bios, there should be like like a little backstory and like how you're there, why you're there. So,
Okay.
for example, Mackenzie, the temples are vexed by a widespread magical curse that is causing people to waste away while in ice. Oh, wait. They didn't copyright. Well, it's expeditionary force being headed to Chult to find the origin of the curse, and you've decided to join, Mackenzie.
Well, that clears this all right up.
I was wondering that myself. So.
Fort Send?
Yeah, I already read it.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm having some kind of amnesiac episode, so I'm happy to be of service.
What is the name of this lady? Or what?
Syndra? Yeah, I'll take that.
Sindra Sylvain? Okay. I was wondering if this was Sindra.
So, do you guys say anything to her? Or?
She.
I don't. I ask her about the maps.
What do you ask her about?
The maps behind her.
She's like, as I said, I was an adventurer long ago. Been on many journeys to many far-off lands. The death curse you've heard about has struck me. I don't know how much longer I'll have before I perish. Wait, I swear I've said this before.
Sounds like she has Alzheimer's.
She has Alzheimer's, yeah. So, like, the death curse affects the body and the mind.
Yeah, apparently.
Ma'am, is there any chance you have a death curse right now?
No, dude, maybe yours McGenji has it. Maybe he didn't make it in the Goblin Sound.
So fun.
She goes on to tell the quiet party. My contacts in the Harpers have learned that the cause of the death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. According to their sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere in Chult.
Jolt, where's that?
Chult is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests. Enormous reptiles, savage goblins. And she looks at you and she says savage goblins. And an army of the undead prowl its jungles and ruins. Mapping the place has always been nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography, besides a few miles off the coast. And then she rolls out like a dusty old map and shows it to you guys. Ooh, this is so important. I can't go to the wrong place.
Oh, she's drawing it before our eyes.
She's drawing it really quick.
This lady's hands is fast as fuck.
She said she was dying.
Alright, so I'm about to show you guys a handout.
Whoa, hey. You just popping
Cool.
stuff up, dude.
Roll 20, stepping up their game.
You guys have access to that map now whenever you want.
Wait, wow.
Journal? Oh shit, dude, this is so cool.
Oh, that is
So much
amazing.
better than saving all these links.
Wow, dude. Looks like coon art.
So that place is you see a huge part of the blanket map, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
It's almost like it was drawing right before our eyes. Can I close this?
I changed the map to that, so you're here now.
So
But you can't close up the handout.
Is that a place named Ataz Muhaha? Like by Kitcher's Inlet? On the top right?
I believe it's Mahaha.
Oh.
I'm just seeing Jahaka Bay.
Yeah, that's left.
Peaks of Flame sounds pretty slick.
Port.
Yeah.
So I walk over and put my finger on the map and say, where are we going?
I walk over and put my finger on the map on Peaks of Flame. That's the spot, boys. That's the only place a necromancer would hang out.
I don't know, man. Mohaha.
She goes on and says, working from dozens of sea charts, logbooks, and explorers' journals, I assembled everything known about the current state of Chult into one map.
This one.
This is the map?
This is that map.
Oh, and I see the word party. That's cool.
Oh, on the port.
What about all this in here?
As I said, this is the current state of the known map of Chult.
And where are we on the map?
We're in Baldur's Gate.
You clarified that.
Makenji might not know that though.
Oh shit! Matt, this has scale to it. Look, it's 130 miles.
Yep.
Oh.
I like look back at McGinty, like, huh?
Perhaps before we
Sorry,
depart,
I'm new in town.
you may want to get acquainted with each other. I've called you all here based on your very valuable and various skill sets.
Alright, so I'm
I'm questioning.
kind of hunched over the table with my finger on the map. I'm just a big ass fucking 7'4", 300+ pound bugbear with leather armor and fucking scimitars and a bow.
She says, I don't care. I was more about who you are.
Harry. I'm describing it to them, not her.
Murloc Gnomes, I called you here specifically, based on your expertise in archaeology.
Alright, when do we leave? I'm ready to go. I'm anxious to get to these ruins you describe.
Very well.
She said she was an adventurer. She said she's wealthy.
She is. You can ask her that.
I want to ask her about her greatest adventure.
That would be in the Elven Forest. My good friend, Ilara. We were deep on an expedition.
Like it.
She gave my life so that I could drag my dying body away. Unbeknownst to her, I didn't make it either. But I will never forget her.
She gave her life? How drunk?
She's not drunk, she's dying. She's remembering.
She did die, and now she's dying again.
She's re-dying.
I thought people couldn't come back.
Not anymore. So when she does die, that's it. When you're ready to depart, I will teleport us all to Port Nyanzaru, the only major settlement in Chult. I've been there several times before, so there's little chance of mishap. Once there, I'll stay with a friend named... I'm typing this up because you're going to want to know this guy. Wakanga Atamu. He's one of the 7 merchant princes who rule the city.
I'm sorry, wait, what's his name?
Kanga.
Wakanga Atamu. So, think when Daenerys crossed the Sea of Bones and it ended up that one city with the merchant owned by the merchant princes. It's kind of like one of those cities.
What is he?
He is a merchant prince
Merchant.
who rules the city. One of the 7 merchant princes who rule the city.
What's the name of the city?
Port Nyanzaru.
Can you type that one too?
Hard.
Nice.
It's at the top of the map where it says party.
Oh, I had your bio from Murloc Gnomes covering it.
Okay, I gotta see. Dude, I don't know how this new thing works.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to like go to my bio, my character bio.
It's under a tab?
Yeah, but I can't do my backstory. I have to
Yeah,
like.
there's bio and info on the left. And then
Oh yeah, there it is. Got it. Don't mind me.
That's actually.
Oh, that's why you're not telling it. That's why you're not telling us about your backstory, because you don't have one right now.
Dude, I got hella backstory. I just gotta put my name on.
So she kind of scoffs at your guys' eagerness. She says, very well. I guess we'll get started now then. And then her voice like quickly changes to like this booming, powerful voice that just echoes in the room as she begins casting like a teleportation spell. All these blue lights flicker about you, and you feel yourself like drifting away. And then in the blink of an eye, you're teleported.
Oh shit!
Let me give you another handout.
I tell
Alright.
You just hand us out a picture, like a postcard.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like it.
Man, whatever is different about this is great. Like everything's so smooth, and you can give us handouts, and they stay on the side.
So you appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. It's hot as fuck. The familiar sounds of harbors, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language, filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words that make it sound almost musical. The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Port Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Wow. Buildings are painted in shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers or is draped in leafy flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned feathers and shells perform on the street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children, dressed in feathered hats and capes, race past you, squealing in delighted terror, as a street performer, costumed in a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind him. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing. So, in the moment, like, you blink your eyes, and then once you're like in this dusty old room filled with ancient maps, and you just open your eyes, and like now you're standing like on this port. Anything going through your head?
I don't think so.
I'm just looking
Am I
back.
the
I'm
only
like,
one that's surprised that
fuck?
teleporting is the thing?
What the fuck?
Yeah, Eurus might be the most taken back by this. He feel like he has no control of his life anymore.
So using this new spreadsheet, how do we roll our checks? You just click on
Click
it?
on them. Yeah. Click on anything, it'll roll it.
Oh. I
As
look
you kinda
around.
Yeah, as you look around. There's like medium, large dinosaurs that are used as beasts of burden to haul carts, hoist heavy loads, and tow boats along the canals. There's flowers, green plants, and vines that grow everywhere. They spring out of the building's stones. And it needs constant tending. There's like gardeners everywhere along the buildings just taking care of it.
Okay.
All the city's defensive wall around everywhere are topped with like colorful awnings, and like the guards are standing under them to like shield from like the blazing hot sun. All the streets within the city are paved with cobblestone, and they have deep rain gutters that are like 2 feet wide, like along the side of them. So like they probably get like Houston like rain.
It gonna rain.
Oh no.
Nah, he's-
Dude.
So the Tabaxi minstrels wanted the street performing for anyone who tosses a few coins to them. Those are like khajiits, basically.
Fucking cats.
Wow. So there's like walls dividing the city into districts. And there's like open archways above the streets that are painted with like murals of dinosaurs, mountains, and like these like larger than life heroes.
Are we in the ghetto district?
There is no ghetto. Well, there is ghetto districts, but no, you're not there.
Okay.
You are here, here,
Here?
here. Yeah.
We are here, guys.
And then there's like some buildings that are like crumbling, that are just covered with vines, and it indicates that this city is old. So as you guys are like speechless, she like says to you, "It truly is a sight, isn't it?"
that guy is so hot.
Very colorful.
Wow.
Flowers are pretty.
So speaking of that, let me give you another
I'm
handout.
suddenly regretting not changing out of my snow gear from Iceland now.
These are what the people look like. What's it funny?
They look like one of your characters.
So I chose this adventure.
Yes. Very colorful around here.
So as you guys are just kind of standing with your like mouth agape, she wonders like if you guys were too far on the spectrum. I heard she heard that the whatever your name is, not Ryan. I won't get you.
Murloc.
She heard Murloc Gnomes was kind of awkward, but the stories don't even do you justice.
So is that
You're
where
way further on the spectrum.
we're here on this red swirl?
Yeah.
Well, I say we go to the market, pick up some supplies before we go on our expedition.
Well, Sindra recommends. I recommend securing rooms for yourselves first. Either at the Thundering Lizard, if you're looking for a raucous time, or at Kaya's House of Repose, if you want to actually have a good night's sleep. Both of these inns.
I interject. I recommend you secure rooms for us, since you're the rich old lady who's about to die, and we're going to go save you.
Yeah.
Is money an issue? Make a persuasion check.
Yes! Alright, hold on. How do I do that?
You go on your thing and then you click core.
Okay.
And then like a little bit on the left down, you just click the word persuasion. I'm not persuasion.
Whoa!
Nice.
Mrs. Havisham.
All right.
Bringing home the bacon.
All right. Wow. So she goes, very well. You do seem fairly unprepared for the journey. And she pulls out like a huge sack of coin. And she gives each of you 100 gold pieces.
Fuck yes.
That's
Oh
a big
yeah,
one.
dude.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Mr. McGinty.
So, for a tutorial on how to add gold pieces to your inventory.
Figured it
Done.
out quick.
First one.
I just put a 1 in front of the number on mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt got you.
She wasn't supposed to give you that much, but no one's ever crit in a persuasion check.
Well, that's very much appreciated. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem, Eurus McKenzie. Your valor and spirituality are well known to me.
So, since he rolled that 20 on persuasion, is she trying to share with him? Because, like,
Share with him?
yeah, it's like, ooh, here's our room key, and everyone else gets their own room.
Yeah, she's
Lady Fox.
she tells you guys where she intends to stay. I will be heading. Well, first of all, I was going to show you where it is on the map. So it's going to be on number 18, which is.
We don't have numbers.
I got you. Area 18. The inns are located in the Red Bazaar. Location area 18 on your map.
I don't.
Oh, right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
The big 18, dude.
And then she reveals a 4 north of that. She says, I will be staying in the villa of the merchant prince Wakanga Otamu.
Oh, I bet she will.
Huh.
I plan on staying there for quite a bit of time.
Oh, that's pretty far north. I was.
Like, until we come back.
I'm too weak to travel with you in the jungle. Teleporting here has strained me greatly. I need to rest.
Why is this called the Red District? Nothing in there is red.
Like the red light district.
We're staying at the Raucous Hotel then.
What is it called the Red District? That's a good question. I'll tell you.
Hey, by the way, did you get us the Raucous Hotel?
Yeah, which hotel did you put us in?
I'm not putting you anywhere. I just gave you enough money to go wherever you need in the city.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks. Much appreciated.
I mean, yeah, thanks.
Can we go stay at number 4?
So when you ask about why it's called the Red Bazaar, she says, no one knows how the Red Bazaar got its name.
Oh.
One story is that the label comes from the huge slabs of dinosaur meat sold here, and the resulting buckets of blood that stain the rain-washed gutters. That's probably as good as an explanation as any.
That's
The
nasty.
residents of Port Nyanzaru shop for their daily needs at the Red Bazaar. Unlike the Grand Sulk, which she marks as Area 6 on your map, just south of where Wakanda lives. Unlike the Grand Sulk, which deals heavily in durable good and luxury items, the Red Bazaar deals in everyday needs. It's like a Target or Walmart.
Okay.
She says, I wish you luck on your journey, adventurers.
And
And she starts heading towards his villa.
did she on this? I'm looking at the map we have. Did she mark on our map where we're going for these ruins?
Hey, before you go, can we get a map of this city? The one you were showing us?
Ah, yes. 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 Give me a moment.
Just make 5 copies.
I actually don't have a map. Whenever you need to be here, I'm sure you'll be able to view it.
Did you happen to mention where the ruins were? Because I see we're in Port Nyanzaru.
Nyanzaru.
Yeah, that's what I said.
If only you were an anthropologist instead of an archaeologist.
Yeah. Did you happen to say where the ruins were?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm here to go on an expedition for the ruins.
Nobody knows where the soulmonger is.
Okay.
That is why you are on an expedition to find out.
Okay. Alright, the game is afoot then.
Like I said, I'll be with Wakango Tamu. He is one of the 7 merchant princes in the city, and he possesses great power. Any friend of mine is a friend of his.
Okay. Noted. We will come find you when we...
Should we go talk to Wakanga?
I think we need to go talk to Wakanda.
I'm heading there now,
Should
if
we
you want to
join you?
follow.
Well,
Yes.
let us walk you there then.
Okay.
Picturing this lady like that old lady in Starbound, dude, in the fucking floating chair.
So you guys follow her through the streets, and on your way, you pass like she starts naming like you don't have to walk that far, but as you're passing the harbor ward, she says, "Ah, Area 16. This is the harbor ward. It's the warehouse district. Goods of every type are shipped here. They drag the boats with dinosaurs from the harbor into these warehouses where they undock the goods. And then you pass a Grand Sulk on the way to the Merchant Prince's Villa.
Is that this big circus tent looking thing?
Yeah, and that place is just bustling with activity. Every type of item you can imagine is there being sold. There's people just yelling. Traders, it's like you can tell there's people from Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter, Elven territories, Dwarven territories. Like there's a lot of people here. And then you guys just kind of casually walk by and then head up to the Merchant Prince's Villa, where you are going to go right now. I have to drag you onto this map. Shit. So yeah, you guys say anything to each other, or?
No, I'm just walking.
I'm just looking at everyone I walk by, figuring out where they were earlier that day, what the profession is.
So we have 3 humans, a dwarf, and
A bugbear.
bugbear. It's not weird at all. Aren't
What's that?
well? Don't.
Did you bark?
Yes, I did. Aren't bugbears like one of the like sworn enemies of dwarves? They're-
I'm sure they're the
Thinking
sworn
about orcs.
enemy of everybody.
Look at you starting to start some shit.
We just met each other.
I know.
I'm pretty sure that you're thinking about orcs, dude. Bugbears are like goblins.
Yeah, dwarves hate them.
That's right. I love killing goblins too.
Whatever.
He does. I was there.
Way more than we do, dude.
It's a shame I didn't bring the scalps with me, but I didn't know I was going to be teleporting to Baldur's Gate.
From Baldur's Gate. Dude.
From Baldur's Gate.
So you guys arrive at this
Well, I
like
also teleported to Baldur's Gate from Icewind Dale somehow.
You've had a busy couple weeks.
Come to think of it, I'm getting real tired of this teleport shit.
don't worry, a few days in the jungle you'll miss it. So you guys arrive at this like beautiful mansion.
It's
And there's like these
black.
oh, you can't see it all?
Yeah, I see like a
Yeah.
little corner.
You gotta scroll down, boy.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's really cool. Move your character.
The arrow keys to the door. Or you can click drag. Only you can control you and
So you guys get to this like door of this villa.
We just start wandering.
And you just start wandering around.
get
Dude,
my
check out all our new graphics. This is awesome.
trying to get my land links back. So wait,
Sintra really wonders like how far off the spectrum you guys are. She got like a savant party.
But at least we're savant, you know?
Dude, this is like killing my computer. Hold on.
you
Me.
Dude,
Oh,
what
that's
that
so
map was made my CPU go from 10% to 97%.
Damn. Roll 20. Oh, you don't go in there, Robin? Robin, no!
Sorry.
So,
Where is everybody?
so as Robin, like, just awkwardly is, like, taking the sights, the guard just, like, put a forearm to, like, your chest and say, "Halt! Where the hell do you think you're going?" And then they go, "Oh, sorry, Lady Sylvain. Are these your friends?" She says, "Yes, forgive them. She doesn't know what to say at first.
They got shit to do, is what they.
They are new to Port Nyanzaru. They're from a faraway land.
They are new for everywhere. They're just new.
And, like, you can tell these guys are, like, ripped. And, like, they have, like, both of them have a spear, a shield, and they just kind of, like, glare at you, like, menacingly. I'm like, alright. Go on in. Prince Otamu is in the sitting room. And then she goes in. They open the door for you.
So we can go in.
that's cool how the map changes automatically.
Yeah, that
So she leads you to the sitting room. And then Wakanga stands up.
Wow.
Ah,
I'm not
Lady
thinking of this.
Sylvain.
By the way,
You gotta come with Boykin.
I can't, dude. My computer's fucking. Like, you gotta change the map for me.
Close Starbound.
I did.
Close the porn.
Where are you? You're gone. I don't even see you anymore.
I'm still on the old map.
You're still on the old map? Dude, you have to refresh your roll, Tony.
I closed it and opened it back up. I'm inside now.
Who's this person?
I don't know about you.
So Wakanga greets Lady Sylvain. He says, Lady Sylvain, it's so good to see you. And then she kind of glares at Robin again, like just going up to his guests. Like, I see you. This must be the expeditionary force you have brought with you. They are very intriguing. And then, like, his guy sitting on the pillows kind of dusts themselves off after Robin closely examines them. Yes, Lord Wakanga.
Dude, I love how the line of sight changes.
It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
Dude, it's so good.
We just continue to walk back and forth and look out the window while Syndra's talking.
Dude,
She says, Lady Sylvain says, this is Murloc Gnomes, who I told you about. He is very thorough, as you can see.
I tip my deer stalker hat,
This
which I
is
refuse to take off despite the heat.
this is Apake, the bugbear scout. He says, a creature scout. I've heard about you. You're one of the best trackers in Baldur's Gate, are you not?
Yeah.
And Lady Robin's character.
Hi.
That's name.
Eurus McGenji.
Good morning or afternoon. Does anyone know what time it is?
So, okay, it's actually strange. So this kind of messes you up even more. When you left, it was probably 10 a.m., but now it's 9 a.m. So you guys have jet lag.
So I went.
A whole hour of jet lag.
No, 23 hours of jet lag.
Backwards.
Do we not have time zones in Baldur's Gate?
Sleep.
There definitely is.
Dude, it's 9 a.m.
You're way further west than you were
Did
before.
we actually travel back in time?
No, just an hour. And this is Fortson, the savage mercenary. So Fortson, what mercenary? What kind of mercenary are you? Do you work by yourself, or do you work for a company?
I work by myself. I'm just a freelance mercenary.
Hey, Matt, do I see anything about the room? Or about our new friends? Do I notice her?
So they look rich. They are after seeing the commoners in the streets, you can tell these guys are wearing Armani, Gucci, imported from the best places ever.
Oh my God, Armani Gucci. I've always
Yeah,
Gucci.
Kanye West rich. Kardashian rich.
Even richer.
So Ryan, with your passive investigation and your crazy savant skills, you can tell that the swords on the walls and the rugs are more than they appear to be, but you can't exactly guess what.
The swords on the walls and the rugs we're standing on.
Yeah.
I take a step off of the rug.
He goes, yes, I've heard about you all. You may take a seat if you wish.
I'm already sitting.
There's many pillows.
I'm already sitting.
You said, is there anything weird about the pillows or the?
So yeah, you just closely investigate the pillows and nothing weird about the you look at the pillows, then you look at the rug, and there's something definitely more appealing about the rug than the pillows. The pillows look normal, the best pillows you've ever seen, but just a normal pillow.
Well, when you say appealing, Like something's off about them?
Yeah, something's odd about him.
Yeah. Oh, this flying fucking carpet is what it is. It's a flying carpet, guys.
I'm not paying attention. I'm just gonna keep standing here and awkwardly blocking.
Someone needs to assign Iris McGenji to a job.
Before he goes on a rampage because you didn't get him a sitting table. Or...
I'm just gonna keep standing up here, staring at this guy.
I say, thank you, but I prefer to stand. As where are the swords? Which part of the wall are the swords on?
They're kind of like cross swords. Like they're like everywhere, like all different kinds of swords, like very exotic.
So like here.
Yeah.
So I'm just like very closely, just not trying to be coy about it. I'm just like looking at this.
I see you're a fan of blades and the finer things.
Yes. What is the origin of these swords? They're very interesting.
I immediately become bored of this conversation and start walking out into.
Yeah, he doesn't really stop you. He just kind of awkwardly look around. So he says, yes, the finest elvish blades, the finest dwarvish blades, the finest blades in Neverwinter, the finest blades from Baldur's Gates.
That was almost an awesome poem.
They have a very sing-songy language, as I said. So wait, McGenji, you go upstairs?
Yeah, I'm just like walking around,
so
just looking at their closet.
Actually, if you go upstairs, you're gonna be over here then. If you're upstairs.
What? I'm so confused.
To the right. Look right.
It jogs. Sometimes the map isn't true to life.
Not Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
Like the second floor might be a different spot.
Oh, I see an open door. Let's go peek through there.
Make a stealth check. That's the second floor, by the way. Don't go through there. That's a window.
I talked to.
That was not clear. Hold on, let me figure it. How do I make a stealth check?
Same page.
Yeah, everything's on that one page.
On the bottom. Alphabetical. Damn, dude.
Wow. Yeah, it's a disadvantage too. Disadvantage with your heavy armor. So you're just like very slowly creeping about, checking out all the architecture.
I say to Luke, what's your character's name?
Vorton?
I say to Vorton, it's like, hey, weren't you the one that wanted to come here?
Yeah, of course I was.
Sure. Oh, cool. So, did you accomplish what you wanted to accomplish?
Not quite. We've not spoken to Wakanga yet.
Oh, go for it.
So, Wakanga, your friend Sindra here tells me she's in danger.
Like her.
And
She's South African.
And herself. Adventurer. I'm going to use the word adventurer. A worthy adventurer. So, I would like to offer my services to help her. What is this? I can't think, guys. It's been a really long morning, a long day.
What's your charisma? Is it 6?
It's like, yeah, so it's -6. I didn't say I was doing this.
I forgot that Luke's not supposed to do the talking. So you come off as very abrasive, and he says, yes, the death curse has been ravaging the lands, and my good friend Sindra Sylvain. And many think the source is here in Schultz, this soulmonger. I do not believe it myself.
Do these stars mean anything in this room?
So, make it like an investigation check.
I swear to God, John.
Hold on.
Okay. I was say you can't have all good rolls all day.
So does that mean I just go, it's fine, and keep walking?
I'm gonna see what you know about it. It's That's what you rolled? Yeah, it's just like, it's a library. There's a bunch of books there. Nothing really appeals to you, though.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, there are books.
Never mind.
Figure with your introduction. And then Wakanga goes on, so if you do truly believe that there is a soulmonger somewhere in Schultz, it would be in the jungles.
Have you any suggestions as to which parts of the jungle it's likely to be in?
He laughs. I, for one, do not believe that this curse, death curse that they call it, has anything to do with Schultz.
If you do not believe, do you know anybody who does and may offer us some guidance on where we might search?
He looks to his friend Jobal.
Joe Ball.
He doesn't appreciate your laughter. But he says, Jobal, you are the leader of guides in Nyanzari, are you not? He says, yes. Yes, I am. If you need a guide, adventurers, I would happily provide you with some. And then he snaps to his guy behind him, his like servant, Azan, and he hands Ryan, fuck is your name?
Murloc, dude.
Murloc Gnomes, a handout.
Which ones? Say Phazon? Which guy's the? Is a servant like us? Wow.
In the back.
If you need a guide to the jungle. And they're just out of it.
There's a few handouts.
I can't tell if you're giving me a lot of them or if you're changing them.
Oh, they're just giving a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, it gives you a stack of like 7 pages of
Dude, I feel
of
like
guides.
I'm in fucking Las Vegas when they give out those like escort cards when you walk by. I just got like 10 of them.
Jabal says, any guides procured in my city, the gold you pay them finds their way back to me.
Don't need no guide, boss.
He laughs. He
This
says,
is pretty cool.
the jungles of Chulz are far more dangerous and exotic than anywhere in Cloakwood. I guarantee you, my friend.
Huh.
$30-day advance? Fuck that guy.
Or just
Or equal share plunder. Dude, fuck them. There's an albino dwarf. Maybe
Zaka says
Urst.
you can get her for free, dude.
He's a slut. $5 a day seems steep. This is gonna be like a week.
to be whatever. Pay
This is a week-long expedition.
But Zaka says you can get her for free, dude. And she'll take you places no one else has found.
So I think she's not planning on leaving the inn. Hugh Hackenstone looks pretty like he's seen some shit. The Khajiit cat people. What about Iku?
Fucking cats want some of our treasure, boss.
And then as you guys are like pouring through, he like kind of goes, I also I am a merchant prince of this city after all. I offer many goods for sale. I will show you in a second. Just let me get up. My old bones aren't what they used to be.
Firefinger.
You will find many of the merchant princes in the city offer some very exclusive items.
Can I not do it?
Are we to the
Oh
boat?
gosh, I'm right there.
And then he looks at you again, Gnome.
Yeah.
What's your name? Dude, you should change Ryan M to your character's name.
I did, and I hit refresh, and it didn't change.
Gnome. Murloc? Oh, Murloc Gnomes, okay. He says, you're an archaeologist, are you not?
Yes.
He like looks at Jabal, who like hands him a very, very old dusty tome. It's like really like waterlogged and damaged. He says, this is an explorer's journal that was brought out of the jungle 15 years ago. It describes a wizard's explorations of various places in Chult, but not in enough detail to locate them on a map. This wizard does, however, make mention of one of his traveling companions,
Ah,
a shield guardian named Vorn.
thank you.
He gives you the journal. And then he shows you on Syndra's map, which I'll uncover shortly, where it was actually found.
Where the journal was found?
Yeah.
Right.
A shield guardian is controlled by an amulet. If you find me the amulet that controls this Vorn, he pulls out another even older book. I will offer you the spell book containing some very interesting spells.
Spellbook, huh?
Oh. What kind of spell?
Here he goes, ah ha ha! That is the mystery of it, and he blows off the dust.
Okay. I'll follow this lead, and I take the book. I feel like I'm gonna have a harder time adding things to my inventory on this, the way this thing's set up. Or do I just hit plus and then? What's the name of this book called? Warren book.
You can call it like Old Wizard's Journal.
It's interesting because there's a lot less ways to like change an item, but you don't really need more.
If it's something like that, you can just add it to your bio.
I'm just saying it's so streamlined now that there's actually less knowledge about it. I don't know how to delete a line though.
The lock on the bottom right.
Oh, thanks. All right. So my bio under treasure. Get it. This is awesome. All right. We will take a look at this. And I say to is it Johan? What's his name?
Jabal.
Jabal. Where would we find Iku? The guy.
Ah, Iku.
Wait a second.
Oh wait, no, not Iku. Azaka.
I think Azaka boss.
Wait. Whoa, wait.
Hey, we didn't vote on this.
he
I think we should
says
I'm not asking,
he notices the disdain in the party.
dude. I just
he
want to
says-
know where she is.
He says, "Look, you may want to talk to these people first. My friend Azan here. Which inn are you staying at?" And then he notices like after Wakanga marks that place on the map, he says, "That is a very beautiful map."
Thank you.
How much would you sell it to me for?
The map? How about I make you a copy?
I just want that map.
Do we all have a copy of that map? Is it just? No, I know that.
It's just a one map
Okay, that's
Oh.
just what I was. Yeah,
that Syndra like
correct.
scoured the world to like combine all the knowledge for. With the help of the Harpers. He says, "You do not need to make a decision now.
Okay.
Which inn will you all be staying at?"
Which inn indeed?
There's two main ones, the Thundering Lizard and the other one.
I think the responsible choice is the other one.
The
Lead into Murloc's ear, and I say, "Don't tell her which one we go to."
Yeah.
I
I said, well, we're not even certain which inn will have room for us, so we don't know.
The meetings can be arranged at whichever inn you wish.
If it's all the same, I'd like to meet at the Red Market.
Very well. Specify a time. I will have Azan assemble whoever you want to meet there.
Perfect. Just a moment. Hold, please.
Huddle.
Come on, Jen. Let's go here. Yes. So, you basically have to either spend a lot of money, like 5 gold a day, to get 1 or 2 people. We can split the treasure as payment for another person. Or we can do a quest for a different guy.
Yes.
I would like to do it for different.
Because Azaka's, she'll do it for free if we do a quest to get her mask back.
She's from
Most-
Portugal.
I don't know. I'm
She
pretty sure
knows.
she's gonna steal our shit. Especially if we get the magic necromancer thing.
So you're saying don't hire a guide at all?
This Selena chick sounds like kind of a racist, but you know, her price seems reasonable.
I recommend Musharibs. Musharib.
I like how all of you guys have a different opinion.
So are we bringing
This
3
party's
guys?
only big enough for one dwarf.
Because that's going to be real expensive.
Azaka's from the jungle.
She's not an albino dwarf, though.
She's free.
Bohican likes the other hunter.
So how?
Luke
what do
likes
you
the
need? You need to get a
mercenary.
mask?
The dwarf likes the racist.
The racist who's racist against dwarfs.
Don't think we need a guide, boss.
I don't think we need a guide either.
I think it's going to be you walk in, you wander around, 2 weeks later you're still wandering. Because you didn't get a guide with you.
All right, I have a compromise. Let's go get Azaka's mask.
Right?
And if it turns out the mask is really awesome, we'll just keep it and then go get another guide.
I like the way you think.
There's no honor in either of those situations.
It's not theft. I mean, we're the ones who went and got it for her.
That's like saying, there's this thing I really want. Can you get it for me? And you get it, and you're like, actually, I got it for me.
You got it. That's exactly what I'm proposing.
Hey, John, what's your what's your character's alignment?
You don't have to tell him that.
I'm lawful neutral.
You don't have to tell that. He is fucking weird.
Exactly. I like how he says you don't have to tell him. Immediately you tell him.
Okay.
If you're proposing the search for treasure and the benefit to someone in need, then Musharib is the most
In need?
the most honorable of the choices.
Listen, guys, the world's at stake here. We have to be practical about this. Maybe the mask is useful.
Right?
Musharib looks like he's more interested in returning Harkamar to its rightful owners. Oh, wait, I didn't even see he had another quest.
It's clan's ancestral forge.
Well, while you guys are talking about this, I'm going to change the map to the map.
Okay.
Thank you.
So he wants us to sneak in and recover a relic known as the Gauntlet.
Moradin's Gauntlet.
I didn't even read that. So he's got a quest, too.
Yep.
Well, I think that no matter what, we should, like, whoever we choose, we shouldn't steal what we're going on a quest to get.
But it's not stealing.
I like this party.
I don't think it's right.
What if
You
What if
hire
we're
who you
stealing it
want.
from
I
bad
ain't
guys?
paying no guide, boss.
There will be plenty of treasure in this.
Dude, we just got 500 gold.
It's true.
I just remembered, just now.
Yeah, the payment is not going to be a problem, but there'll be plenty of treasure left over in Rakhamar, in the Dwarven ancestral forge. Not only can we help this
Oh, there might be weapons he had too.
weapons, armor, anything you can imagine left over. Newts have no need for such things.
Right.
The bounty will be plenty.
I sigh and concede.
You're just upset you're not the last.
I agree with. What's your name, Luke? Mortsmund?
Or
I agree with you.
Oh wait, Hugh Atkinson only has one arm.
Very good deduction.
what?
No, your guy's fine. Hugh Atkinson was like, yeah, you don't want some pussy. You want the toughest dwarf around. When the red dragon bit off my arm, but I'm still here. It's like, what the fuck? A one-armed dwarf? Like, I'll never steer you wrong. It's like, dude, you can't steer anything. Like,
Well,
Are we gonna have to
No wonder he's
drive out the fire newt with Marcherie?
I expect we shall.
Okay.
We might be able to sneak in. I don't know what a fire newt is. Do I know
Yeah,
what
I
a
don't know. I don't like the sound of that now that I think about it.
Hey, do I know what a fire newt is?
I do.
I'm all intellect and no strength, so I don't know if I could take on a fire newt. That sounds
I
terrifying.
don't think I know what a fire newt
I'll tell you all
You-
about
you-
fire newts.
this is under whose profile? Who are you talking about? Which guy?
Marcherie.
is. Musharib, the pasty ass dwarf.
He's been through.
Fire.
Like
Do
double
I know what
face.
that is?
I'm telling you all about fire newts.
Are you?
You will. Church.
In 1 second.
What do you know about fire newts?
So you know that in regions that contain hot springs, volcanic activity, or similar hot and wet conditions, fire newts might be found. These are like humanoid amphibians that live in militaristic theocracies. So it's like the necromongers. They need hot water to live and breathe. They're like frog lizards, but they're like completely made of fire.
Who do they worship? If they're
They worship is based on the worship of Imix, the prince of evil fire.
So do we want to? You guys want to fuck up some evil fire prince worshippers?
Well, there's a slight catch there.
Are they sentient? Or are they just
Yeah.
animals?
They're like a society.
Said the bugbear.
So I'm pretty sure my sacred flame is going to be useless against fire lizards. So maybe not so much.
And you know that fire newts have a close relationship with the type of monstrous beasts they believe Imix sent to aid them.
Is it a Balrog?
Usually like giant striders. They're like bird-like reptilians. So like these are like lizards that ride lizards. Well, you're used to that.
Dude, so you're saying
But they're on
stuff with
fire.
Dino Riders? Dinosaurs on dinosaurs?
Yeah.
So do we want to kill the frog dinosaurs riding the dinosaurs?
I pull out my scimitar. Does this even hurt them?
Yeah, you know it hurts them.
I know it hurts them. They're made of fire. This ain't magical.
No, you know if it bleeds, you can kill it, and they bleed.
Fire bleeds?
I mean, they're not made of fire. They're lizards.
They're not elementals. Okay, so go into what I imagine is the peaks of flame, or some sort of. Is it far away? Does it say in the thing how far away it is?
You have no idea. That's probably why you need guides, because you don't know where anything is.
We have a map.
This is fucked up. So we can
I recommend
steal the gauntlet.
not
steal a
going
man.
there first.
Like, well, how about we do that one if our first guy dies? Once we hit level 3, we can come
It's
back.
something he wants us to do. He doesn't say do it before I go with you.
It's true. He wants us to do it with him.
It does not sound like something you do at level 1 or 2.
And if we really want him to be our guide, we can just pay him.
Well, you have to pay him anyway. He doesn't say do this and I'll do it for free. He just says.
So we
I
would
will waive my
just
fee
be
for your
fighting
promise.
fire newts
No.
for funsies.
No, the last sentence. I will waive my fee for your promise of.
Promise of assistance
Oh,
doesn't
dude, just
necessarily
promise him, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, just
A promise costs nothing. We can pay him a promise.
And then we could always back pay him if somehow we can't.
Hey, not everybody makes it.
We have to back pay him if we can't.
Maybe we'll
If he
just try a
lives-
little short of a promise, like an optimistic maybe.
If he lives to get back paid, yeah, we'll pay him. Operation Black Shield.
We
I
should,
will-
go,
Wow.
Send him in first.
we should
I'm
talk to him first.
So does he seem interesting enough, Mushari? We can change our minds on the fire lizards depending on if they're on the way or what.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. So after a 30-minute discussion, I turn back to Jormond. What's his name?
Joe Ball.
Joe Bags. Joe Balls.
He says, please, my name is Jabal.
Joe Ball. So Joe Ball, we'd like to speak to Musharib at the market,
He claps his hands and he tells Azan,
1 p.m. today.
very well. 1 p.m. today in the red market.
How will we know it's him?
My servant Azan is my most trusted friend. He will bring him to you.
Get it? Because he's an albino dwarf. Like,
He doesn't appreciate the humor.
tell him to wear a red flower in it. Oh, Luke's dying. Well, we thank you for your assistance and your aid. I will investigate this journal, and we'll report back any findings. And I kind of look around, like if anyone else has anything they want to say to this dude.
I
If
just
there's
shrug.
anything you need, adventurers, please contact me again, Wakanga says.
Which one asked for the map?
Jabal.
Joe Ball?
Joe Balls.
Okay.
Joe Balls. So what I'm gonna do, I got some sweet cartography skills.
And then Jabal mentions again, yes, if you need anything,
Oh,
just tell Azan where you will be staying, and I can have anything sent to you.
attribute strength. Strength. How do I edit?
And I answer, okay, yeah, we'll get back to you.
Thank you for your time.
And then Wakanga escorts you out. And waves goodbye, very warm-heartedly. I wish you luck, adventurers. Any friend of Sindra is a friend of mine. So, y'all walk outside again.
We're good at that.
So it's about 10 a.m. there. So you still got hours to kill before your meeting.
It's 10 a.m. We're meeting at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to go check out the. Well, we should get our hotel room first. Then go check out the market until 1.
Be wary of Joe Ball, boss.
I agree. Do we have any hotel options other than the two in the red district?
You have no idea. It
Which,
seems like the red district is the city's districted, obviously. So any hotels would be in the red district. The place you're in right now looks like the bougie rich part of town. It looks like all the merchant princes live around here.
well, guys, we could always go try to walk into a bar, ask around.
Yeah, I would like to try to find a place that wasn't to them.
I could use a drink.
So as you guys are talking about this robed Chultan human stumbles up to you, and he's almost gasping. He looks like he's been running for hours trying to find you. And all he says, "Speak to the wise guardian." of Orunga, east of Mumbala. She can direct you to that which you seek. And then he collapses, unconscious.
Right.
Hold on a second.
I bet
Something like that. Mbala. I was close.
Well,
You guys do anything about that? Like,
Hold on, I'm deciding.
So he collapses.
I reached down and
Yeah.
flipped him over onto his back.
I was gonna say I'm gonna check his like pulse and
well, we can lose the.
I thought, wow, the old Vorton would have for sure said pockets.
We can skip all of that, and I can just heal him.
There's a curse.
is there?
As you say that, you feel a pulse, like he's alive.
If he's
Do you
gone.
think
okay.
I think he's dead.
He doesn't look that heavy. I want to pick him up.
and take him where?
We're gonna take him to the inn. Well, let's take him
Well,
to the.
As you're like lifting him up, he kind of like stumbles away. He's like, "What? Where am I?"
Dude, Luke's got AIDS.
Do you know anything about
Exiting right now, dude.
Mbala?
Mumbala.
Mbala.
The ruins of Mumbala. What are you? Why do I know you?
We ask him if he knows anything about Mbala, Wise Guardian.
I just asked him if he knew anything about Mbala. Wasn't he?
Mumbala was once a city, but it is a ruin now.
Do you know where it's located?
Could you mark that on my map, please?
He says, "This is a nice map." Yes. I believe it's already marked on your map, since it's such a famous city. But I will show you again.
Former city.
Yes, Mumbala is to the southwest,
Ah, I see.
just past Camp Vengeance.
Oh, it's in the desert too. Nashville.
It's not a desert, that's uncovered territory, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all of war.
No.
looks like desert.
It's just a jungle surrounding a desert.
It's 200 fucking miles away.
That's exactly how it works.
Hope you have a car.
Now look at this river. We can take a
It's a
boat.
good thing we have a teleporting old lady handy.
Dude, she's tired.
She's resting, dude. She's resting up.
Yeah, but she'll feel way better tomorrow.
She has the death curse.
Oh, dude.
Well, then we gotta get her to teleport us now before she dies.
I asked him for his name and why he's in Port Nyanzaru.
I mean, he looks like a native.
Oh,
Does he, does this guy seem...
He looks like a commoner. He looks like some broke ass dude.
Does it look like he came to? Like
Yeah, it looks like, but like before he looked way out of it, and he
Now
just
he's
laughed
back?
after he said that. Now he just looks like a normal guy. He's confused in where he is. He's confused why he knows you.
I say,
where's he from?
I'm from Nyanzaru. I live in Malar's throat.
so I described to him what happened when he came stumbling.
He points to where he's from in the map. He's like, "Oh, wait a second! I made a mistake. I'm not actually from Malar's throat. Sorry, I'm still a bit grumpy. I live in Old City. Here." And he points to like the northwest.
I say to him, nice. I explained to him what happened when he came running up. And I say, would it be alright if my friend here tried to figure out if someone tricked you? Or cast a spell on you?
He says, "No, I would rather. I just want to leave." And he starts like backing up.
Okay, that's
I thought
fine.
Luke had him. like picked up.
Luke's holding him, right?
Yeah, but this dude's not going anywhere.
I wasn't restraining him. I just thought he was unconscious.
You're holding him like a lever.
He like takes off running. It's like
That's
in the
fine.
confusion.
You'd think he'd be really tired. Alright. He goes.
I
So
see
as
the-
you're walking out of like the villa of like Wakanga, number 4 on the map is something called Golden Throne. That's like the palace of this place, of this city.
Okay. So we all agreed we make our place toward the red district and then find a tavern along the way.
Yes.
And then what's 5?
That's where we are.
And then as you're walking like by, you see like this huge escort of like 10 gladiators, like the people that were like guarding Wakanda's door, escorting this like completely veiled figure. And they're just like clearing away like commoners as they like walk her into the palace.
Fuck. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to... For my character, I'm trying to figure out, would that be an investigation, or is that just a perception if I'm trying to see things?
To see
Trying to
things.
figure out who the veiled figure is.
Just passively, you can tell that they're really, really, really important.
I mean,
And they're just like walking into the palace like they own the
Alright.
place.
okay. So do we keep walking?
They own the place.
Yeah, let's go check out the palace. We got time to kill.
We do. You want to sneak into the palace? We've been here like 10 minutes.
Dead.
We're like celebrities. Can we just walk in? Like, yeah, we're the expedition, y'all.
I think only one prince knows about this expedition. I don't know that we're like
You can.
humanity's last hope, like the movie Armageddon. Bruce Willis. But I don't think we're like public knowledge.
Like Matt Damon in The Martian.
Right.
I still got all my chainmail on. I don't know how well this sneaking is gonna work.
It works about half as
It's hot, by the way. Like you're like milk was a bad choice. Like chainmail was a bad choice. You and Vortund are like, fuck.
We need to get something to drink, cool off.
Let's go to a bar.
I'm in. Let's go.
Okay.
So you guys start walking down, and like you're just taking in the sights of the cities, dinosaurs pulling things, all the rich architecture, the plants everywhere, the murals everywhere, the strange languages, the strange people. But yeah, you eventually get to the Red District. Takes, not long at all. It's only like hundreds of feet away. And then when you get to the Red District, you notice that there's 2 distinct inns. One's a really nicer looking place that looks kind of expensive, and then one's like a shithole and like lots of like yelling and partying going on.
Let's go to the shithole.
I agree.
I'll go over Robin's character, kind of confused.
I think you can get more information the more honest with you with the shithole.
Alcohol is a truth serum.
I think people at the other one will be too distracted. If we want to get information from people, we should probably go to the place that's most likely.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, it's called a thundering lizard. And there's a
That's the
picture of
one.
like a big dinosaur like stegodon.
That's the one they suggested we go to.
And the other one's called
The Rusty Reprieve.
yeah. No.
Repost, repass. So you said we're at a bar?
It's a restaurant, bar, and
Okay, I go up and I walk up to the bar. Do I see any like other patrons sitting there?
well, you guys see the bar at like the inn. As you guys are like walking towards it, you have to walk past like all these merchant vendors who are like
Whenever they go in the inn, I like walk
they don't
out
yet.
to the side, like around the corner. I just watch kind of the entrance of the inn. Is anybody else? Like, let me know if anybody we've seen so far or talked to so far comes around.
No one you've seen. It doesn't look like anything's like suspicious either.
Okay.
All right, I walk. Also, like people like yelling sugar dates and pistachios. As we're
Yeah,
trying
people
to-
are buying like one guy like, specifically looks at you all. You look like adventurers heading on an adventure. He's like a gnome. Come, look at my wares.
I glance. Do I see anything interesting?
It looks like he's got a big jar of something and a big barrel of something. It's like he's got a big, and he's got like a big tarp.
What do you have, like salted fish? Like what could I want?
I have insect repellents. I have rain catchers. You don't want to be in the jungle without insect repellents and rain catchers.
Not wrong.
You don't want to
Rain
be in the
catchers?
jungle. Yes. If you didn't notice, it gets. I could tell you are not from Schultz. I could tell.
Okay.
And you may not know, but it gets pretty hot here.
Yeah, I gathered.
Some of the greatest scientists have suggested that if one does not drink 2 gallons of water a day, 2 gallons, that they may become exhausted.
And the rain catchers catch rainwater to then later.
Yes. And it rains almost every day in Schultz. This is one of the only days it's not raining.
What's this rain catcher apparatus look like? Like a big tarp tent thing?
Well, I'll tell you about it. It's a simple contraption consisting of a 5-foot square, and you get like really scientific.
Go on.
You see, when the tarp is stretched across this wooden frame, it forms a basin that can catch 2 gallons of drinking water per inch of rainfall. It can hold up to 8 gallons.
I walk up behind him and say, "How much?"
For you? Damn, I already posted it says 1 gold.
For you,
For a gentleman like you, 5 gold.
You're not a very good merchant.
I point at Murlocs. How much for someone like him?
My friend, my prices are the same for everyone. 5 gold. It's a quality rain catcher.
Did you say 5 gold?
Can I see it?
It only costs 1 gold?
I look at the gnome after she says that.
He says, look. He gets like really close and like leans over. I'm not from here either. So, I'll let you in on a deal. 2.5 gold.
But you've already said that
For
it's
5
only
of them.
one. Yeah.
No, my friend, this is the best leather. This is dinosaur leather. Have you seen a dinosaur? Well, and he looks around. There's dinosaurs everywhere.
I'm like, there's dinosaurs everywhere.
Hmm.
And then I say, you aren't from around here.
I take it out of his hand, hold it up. Is there any holes? Does it look good?
Oh, it looks really good. Like he's not lying. It's pretty quality.
I take out 2 gold and put it in his hand and take it.
He says, "Ah, very good bartering, sir. Very, very good." He says, "But wait, look at this insect repellent. Do you know how big insects get in shells and how poisonous they are?"
Is insect repellent more of like a hammer than it is a spray out here? Like, how big are we talking?
Well, I have an incense block, not like Game of Thrones.
That's block up.
I have a block of incense. It burns for 8 hours and repels normal insects within a 20-foot radius centered on it. Very good for camping situations. And then I have this gourd of salve. It contains 20 applications. It pretends to wear against insects for a whole day, and it's waterproof.
Waterproof, you say?
Have you ever heard the story of the mythical land of Tejas? The insects there are huge, but not as big as Schultz.
I'm not interested. I look around. Anyone else?
Not interested. Sir, let me tell you about some of the diseases in Schultz. Have you ever heard of mad monkey fever?
Have you ever heard of Death Curse?
Ah, it is nonsense, but mad monkey curse, I assure you, is real. So is the shivering sickness, and throat leeches. But throat leeches, well, I will be honest, the insect repellent will not help against throat leeches.
Okay. I nod at the gnome,
What's a
and then
throat
I
leech?
continue walking.
No.
I
What's a throat leech?
Oh, you've never heard of a throat leech?
No, what is it?
Don't drink the water in Schultz, unless it's from the sky. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Alright, so yeah, you guys just like quietly walk away from him.
I turn away and shuffle to the bar.
John's got.
So yeah, you walk in, there's people like loudly singing different kind of songs. It's like really loud and sweaty in there.
Who's at the Who do I see at the bar? What kind of patrons?
All kind like it's mostly Chultans, but you know, all kind of different races. Dwarves there, lots of Tabaxi there. Those are like the Khajiits.
I'm looking for someone who looks like they're from here, like a regular.
Yeah, you go to the bar. There's like a regular looking dude.
I go up to the. I stand near him, and I ask the barkeep for a drink. I kind of look around. What's the guy next to me look like he's drinking?
It's like a juice, and it's you've never seen anything like it. It's like an amber colored fermented drink. It smells like honey.
I call the bartender over. He comes over, I guess.
Yeah. Hello, my friend.
Hey, how's it going?
Can I interest you in a mug of tesh?
Is that what this guy's drinking?
Oh, you've never had tesh. I envy you, sir. If only I could taste it for the first time again.
So he's drinking Tesh.
Oh, yes. And the guy looks at you and says, oh, yes.
Okay, I say, I'll have one and bring my new friend here another one.
He, quickly, gulps down the one he's drinking right now. And, empties his mug for another one. He says, that would be 8 copper.
That's no problem. I give him 10.
Graciously looks at you. And the other guy says, why do I owe this honor for?
I said, if Tesh really is that good, I don't want to drink it for the first time by myself.
And then he notices all your friends behind you that don't have drinks.
We're all just staring menacingly at the guy.
We are on the spectrum.
I say, I kind of follow his gaze, and I say, oh, ignore them. They're... I don't know who they are.
They're special.
I lean way over and whisper to Murloc, "Don't drink the water. Throat leeches." And then I lean back.
And then you look around, whatever.
I do a double take.
You look at everybody in the bar drinking Tesh.
Yeah, I take a sip of Montezuma's Revenge. Matt, what does Tesh taste? I take a sip of Tesh. What does it taste like?
It's like a mix of honey and love.
Oh my.
Oh.
It's like one of the best drinks you've ever had.
Okay.
It's very exotic tasting. It tastes like a Capri Sun that gets you drunk. But instead of Capri Sun, it's honey.
I try to emote all of the facial expression as I drink.
That's a nice description.
It's like Capri. It's the best thing you've ever had. Picture a Capri Sun where you get drunk. Okay.
Funny. And nothing like Capri Sun.
Oh man, I love Capri Sun.
The best thing I've ever had.
So I asked my new friend his name.
Ah. It is Jobu.
Fucking Joe.
Is he related to Joe Ball?
I said, any relation to Joe Ball?
Who is Joe Ball?
Never mind then. I said, I'm looking for I was like, you're from around here, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, then maybe you'd know. I'm out for a place to stay. And I was hoping you could maybe recommend 3 or 4 of your favorite places around here.
Oh. Well, everybody's talking about what he thinks he's pretty drunk. In a couple days. And he says, Buku! Buku! And the guy down the row looks. He says, when is the races? He says, oh, in 3 days. Ah, yes, the dinosaur races, in 3 days. That is what I am excited about. Also, in Area 20 on your map, there's a Coliseum that has daily fights.
That sounds. You said it was.
Oh.
There it is.
And then Area 1 on your map. Have you ever been to Executioner's Row?
Not yet, I haven't.
Oh, my friend.
That's over by Old City, right?
Oh, it is in Old City. That's where I live. Every week or so. I think they're actually having something today. It's hard to explain. The criminals in the city are given a choice. Either face trial or go to Executioner's Run.
Oh, like a gauntlet.
Back when the Omnish owned the city, they built it for
Wait, pre-technology?
no, like the city of like Baldur's Gate territory.
Got it.
Yeah, they built it.
I get bored of this conversation and order an ale from the barkeep.
Yeah, easily done. He says they built it as a sporting arena, but we Chiltons took it back and gave it our own style. Any criminals here can go. They start at one end of the pit. It is about 300 meters. And they must make it to the other end of the pit. And if they can climb out, they are pardoned.
What if they can't?
They do not climb out.
Then they do not climb out.
Okay.
Because I'm unnerved, I go sit down at a table to read my spell.
I lean over to Murloc and I whisper to him, he still hasn't told us about any other places to stay.
I say, so for the races, let's say, what do you think are the 3 most popular places people stay at for the races? What's real close to the races that you'd recommend?
And he like pounds his glass on the table and says, "The Thundering Lizard!" And everyone goes, "Hey!"
I was like, oh, but what if it's booked? What's your second favorite?
And then he goes, well, there was also Kaya's Repose, and everyone goes, "Boo!"
Yeah, and then I chime in too. I'm like, yeah, boo. Like one more? Like one more.
I don't think there is another.
Huh. Crazy that. You wouldn't happen to have room for 5 at your place in Old City, would you?
He says, "No, I am very poor. I have barely enough room for me and my family."
Oh, okay. I just thought I'd ask. You know, since we're becoming such good friends and all. And I order another drink for him.
Boss,
Buy him another one.
we should find Musha Rib. Go.
And this goes on for like an hour or
What are you
so.
saying?
And then, like, in his rantings, talking about random things, he says, "Did you know there's a rumor that perched atop a plateau overlooking the Eldani Basin, they say is a ghost village.
A ghost village, I say, to get him to keep talking.
All the people there disappeared. No one knows why."
Huh. Oh, this map's so hard to see.
He says, "That is a nice map."
The map of Cholt, like when you click on it from your thing, it only gets
Yeah,
so
it's
big.
small.
You can't read any of the markers on it because of the way it's landscaped.
He
Whatever.
says, "Oh, the Eldani Basin, it's for whatever reason not on your map. You can get to it by following the river Shoshinsta.
Okay, I see that. Is it down by Camp Vengeance?
It is past Camp Vengeance."
Down by
Mbawa?
Is it Mambala?
Could you point to it?
He points to Mambala.
No.
Oh, I'll mark that on my quest journal.
Yes, and he points to Mambala.
I lean into Murloc and say, isn't
From your
that the...
table?
Yeah, well, I get up and I walk.
She
And then
walked under the table.
And I say, isn't that the same place that our guide wants to go?
We were told by the guy who was wandered up to us in the street
Oh,
and
thank
then
you.
ran away.
Crazy brainwash guy.
Thank you.
He
Thank you
said-
for the clarification.
East of Mbala is where you want to be. And if it's down,
Plateau overlooking?
Deep
A
drop.
basin. He looks like he didn't notice you yet, Bohican or fucking Apaki, and he opens his mouth wide and he's like kind of scared, like, "Oh,
Name.
it's the Eldani Basin, Eldani Basin."
Thanks.
So Magenji, like while you're this guy, he's like talking shit, saying like all these adventures he's been on, and then you say like, "Oh no, I've been to like a goblin village." And he says, "Well, if you want a really good fight, you can head up the Tareki River." The Tareki? Is that? Yeah.
Yep.
Or no, that's the Tiriki River. For about 5 days by canoe. You'll see a stone spire that touches the sky to the east. Natives call it the Fire Finger, and the terror folk nest there. If they spot you, you're in for a real fight.
I'm
And
sorry.
all that
the
shit
who?
talking. The terror folk. Terror folk, son. You ain't heard of the terror folk?
Could I use a history check to see if I know who the terror folk are?
Yeah, you could.
One second.
Yeah, you hear about them. They're these, fuck. It's just hoping you
You're
fail. Have you not failed a roll yet?
Yeah, dude. His investigation was good or whatever. He only rolled a 11.
You know that there's like, you've heard about them only in stories. That there's these flying reptilian humanoids that swoop down on like unsuspecting prey, steal what they can and leave the rest for dead. And then they retreat to their high lairs, like really high in the sky. And this guy was saying that Firefinger is like this giant stone spire that like touches the sky.
Then I'll say, terror folk. The 5 of us are the real terror folk.
He takes a drink of his tej and goes,
Stare at him menacingly.
He doesn't even
I
notice you.
stare menacingly.
I stare at my my 0 experience. It's like, and I nod. Yep.
So how long do you guys just stay here and drink tej?
Well, I just wanted to talk to that guy for like to figure out if there was another fucking inn in the bar in the whole city, but apparently there's not.
No.
So
Now
I
that we've made our
guess,
presence known at this inn, we should go get a room at the other inn.
that's not bad.
You haven't bought a room yet, yeah.
So I'll say to the guys like, okay, well, good seeing you. Maybe you'll see me around at the bar. We're gonna get here, and kind of
We
obnoxiously.
just come in here and get drunk before noon.
I had one drink. This guy next to me had like,
Yeah, what is up with this town?
dude, it's 10 a.m.
Nobody have jobs here?
That's why they're drinking.
It's too hot to work midday. Didn't you know? It's like Spain.
You asked them about it. They said they work on the docks. They are loading the docks right now. You cannot work if they are still pulling the ship to the dock.
So I will see you later. Here. I kind of go look at my companion, see if they're.
I slam the last of my ale and get ready to go.
The guys look. Everyone you were talking to looks at you approvingly.
Oh, switched them. GM.
So there's probably like an hour left till your meeting that you set up. Any other place you want to check around, or are you just gonna like chill in the red district?
I was gonna look to see if anyone was selling potions.
You remember Wakanga was selling potions?
Yeah, I do remember. I remember he told me the prices. I didn't realize he had the potions on his person.
Doesn't everybody just walk around with potions dangling off their belts?
Are you trying to steal stuff? But no, you don't see anyone just dangling potions around.
No, I meant the Wakanga guy.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's like a merchant prince, so you can assume that he had a lot of potions for sale.
Them steep prices though. 80 gold a piece. That's like all of my money.
We
That's
had
probably how he
to
became a
extort
merchant
an old
prince.
lady for this money. I'm not gonna blow it all in one potion.
All right, I'm good for to wait for our meetup with the guy at the market.
Okay.
With that,
I think we should go look around the docks, so see what's up. All the warehouses.
oh yeah, nobody's working. They're all at the bar.
That's true. I mean, what is it? It's like we started at 9. It was like an hour before we left the Joe Ball's place.
Yeah, you got time.
An hour at the bar.
Only 11.
It was like 11. We have 2 hours to go. Yeah,
you got plenty of time.
I'll go to the docks. Should we have someone wait at the red district just to see if the guy shows up?
We got plenty of time.
Well, we're gonna send Emma Watson go scout ahead. Kind of like sit at like one of those French bistros and sip a coffee, eat a scone. So that way, when we do have the meetup, she knows if other people set up before we did. Like an advanced spy.
The advance of the advance.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you leave Robin's character, Emma Watson, there. And you guys head up. And like it's uneventful. You just walk through town.
Matt, like the whole time we're doing everything, I'm just like passively watching
What
people like
if there was a number for this passive watching?
follow
Like
me.
what's
I don't know because I have a new number system.
there's actually a slot on your character sheet if I bring it up. Your passive perception is 14. So if anything, that 14 that comes worth noticing. It doesn't seem like anyone's watching you per se. Like everyone's watching you actually, but like no one's like following you.
I'm looking for like anyone we saw going in or out of the palace area we were there, or any of Joe Ball's workers or him.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Anybody comes into range at any time.
Everyone you look at directly looks back at you.
Okay. I'm used to that. Literally the last 10 years of my life.
Alright, guys, since I'm staying behind, you guys enjoy your investigation.
Rest in peace.
I'm not dying.
Did she die?
Oh, okay.
She's dying IRL.
Yeah, that's not her normal voice. If you guys didn't figure that part.
How do I actually equip my armor? Because
Oh, you
now it
can
says my armor class is 10.
Thought I fixed it.
if you go to leather armor, you click I. Like whatever your armor is. On the right by the weight, if you click I, it'll say equip or use as resource.
Huh.
And then you can look at its properties.
My AC doesn't change when I do that. Equip or unequip.
Where do you see
That's
your
right.
armor?
Yeah, so like my chainmail says it's equipped.
16. Well, your shit's 18. So.
Like mine says 14.
Because whenever I drop the items on your stuff, it changed. See, your armor class changed to what it should be.
Huh.
Like my armor class
Oh,
is
okay.
14.
It's there all of a sudden.
I changed it. I just typed in 18.
Nice.
I don't understand why my armor class says 14.
Yeah, mine says 14, even though the
But
other says 15.
It should be like more than that. It
Just
should
change
be
it. You can just change it.
right because what's leather armor? Is leather armor 11?
So you guys get to the warehouse district, and it's surprisingly bustling with activity. Lots of people unloading stuff. Lots of like boats being dragged in through canals, and like dinosaurs like tow them, like huge dinosaurs. They like strap ropes and chains to them, and they like pull ships into these like warehouses.
Hmm.
And you see a boat on the dock. I cannot for the life of me find my notes on it. Ah, yes. You see a ship on the southernmost dock. Dock. And you see a captain. It's like a ship. It's called the Brazen Pegasus. And you see like a female rock gnome who's like commanding like some of her crew. And it like catches your eye. It's the only thing that like stands out of the ordinary.
Are they unloading anything?
No, it looks like they're loading things.
I stick my arm in front of Murloc and point at it.
You point at your arm.
The ship?
Oh, I say interesting. All right. So, John, what I had to do is for the eye on the right, because I had previously typed in my gear, it didn't count. It wasn't like auto updating. So on the far right, when you click eye, you type in whatever kind of chainmail armor, click and drag it over to your items list,
Okay.
and then it actually properly updates equipped, unequipped. And then you just press the unlock button and then delete the other one. So, Apake, what are you thinking?
I point at the ship.
And I say, yeah. Are you thinking just walk up there? Are you thinking come back under the cover of darkness? You want us to just go talk to him and investigate? You want us to hire the boat?
Talk.
Okay. I look at John, our group spokesman, and I say, you talk the prettiest, so you should you should lead the way.
What's the matter, Murloc? You afraid of pretty girls? She's a gnome. You go talk to her.
I poke him and say, short like you.
I point at my 7 charisma on my character sheet, and I say, you should probably do the talking.
I also point at the 7 charisma on your character sheet. Please go. It'll be great. It'll be great.
would think
you
as,
know
like,
what?
our
I'm sure you'll have
spokesman-
instant chemistry.
And like the head archaeologist, like you'd be able to talk to people a little better.
Nah, dude. Only the bones speak to me.
Is that why you guys are so the way you are?
What do you mean? What do you mean the way we are?
So this gnome sees you looking over and says, "Oi, are you all retarded?"
We're not all retarded, ma'am.
Well, it's a fucking Texan Australian.
What y'all looking at?
Oi, y'all.
I honestly don't know.
Well, we just see you all. You appear to be the only people in the city working hard, and you caught our eye.
Where are you going?
Rather blunt, are you? I've killed hundreds of bugbears in my life. I would hold your tongue, beast.
Yeah, beast.
She laughs. I like the spirit of this one. You're obviously the spokesman of this group.
It would appear that I am.
Well, I'm the captain of this here vessel, the Brazen Pegasus.
And what brings the brazen Pegasus to this wonderful little town?
Well, you seem like the all right type, so I'll tell you, we're in the business of smuggling.
Wow, just going right for it. All right.
So, wow, you don't
What are
seem
you
very
smuggling
good.
today?
Nothing at the moment. Y'all wouldn't happen to want to hire some smugglers, would you?
Not at this particular moment, but I'll think about it.
The Brazen Pegasus.
She says, just for 10 gold a day, I can sell you wherever you want. This is the fastest ship in all of Schultz.
I said, well,
Allow me to consult with my companions.
I lean in and I ask, do you think this boat will fit in the river? Heading down toward,
Ask her if she can sail to the fire pillar in the sky.
what?
She says, no.
Nice, Greek reference. I take a look at the map, and there's like those areas that are south.
She says, I can't take you down them rivers.
Yeah. Who can?
You'd need a canoe for that. And she noticed, she looks at like McGinty when you say that, like, is this guy a fucking idiot? Like,
I was like, okay, well, you don't happen to have smuggled any canoes recently here, have you?
and then she looks at you again, like, oh my god, are you still talking? Like, you can. And then she says, like, really nicely, like, you can go to the Grand Sulk for goods of that nature.
Oh, thanks. And then
Yes, thank you. He's a little bit special.
Can you
I
send us
walk
to the
over.
cauldron?
I walk over and I go take a peek.
She says, I can take you to the Kitcher's Inlet, the Refuge Bay, Jakara Bay, Shiku Bay, the Cauldron, Stepping Turtle Bay.
I turn to the rest of my companions and say, I don't think we need to go to any of those places right now.
And she says, just so you know, this boat goes about 10 miles an hour. I've seen some maps that are hex about 10 miles a hex.
So, refresh my memory where the fire figures or whatever are with the terror people.
The Terror People, the guy said there is about 5 days canoe ride south on the river Tyriki. Do they give me a way to pronounce that? No, they don't. Tiriki, the river Tiriki.
10 miles an hour. Huh.
Unfortunately, the boat can't get us there, so that's out. And
Canoe
there's nowhere
can.
the boat can take us that gives us any closer walking distance.
Useless boat.
She spits at your feet. She
I
says, you
also-
speak
I
ill
also
of
spit
the... You also spit at his feet. Or you speak ill of the Bryson Pegasus again, I'll tear your dick off.
You tell him. Unfortunately, I don't think you can take us anywhere we need to go, but if we need some smuggling or some transport in the future, we'll be sure to look you up.
All right then. And then she like immediately like looks back at her crew. Ah, you mutts! Get loading!
We turn and walk away. I tell the rest of my companions, she totally wants me.
Should tell her where you're staying.
So yeah, at this point, you probably just head back to the red district, and then Jabal's guy's there with your dwarf friend.
Well, first we gotta talk to Robin and see what she saw.
She saw it all. She saw it all.
Robin's dead. She was murdered while we were out at the docks.
Is her body there?
And then there's only 4.
Rest in peace, Robin.
You guys were going after Musharib, right? The pale dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you guys are walking, you notice that you see a lot of different kinds of people. Some you recognize as harpers, and then you notice there's a lot of flaming fist here.
Order the flaming fist.
And then you notice there's a lot of flaming fist here.
Order
Are they the
flaming
protectors of
fist.
Kunlun?
No, it looks like they're here doing their own business. Where's Luke? I just noticed he's not here.
We lost 2 of our party.
I feel like we're down to 4, but then I feel like we're missing another one.
I think it's just me and John, actually.
To
Be
all
honest
right.
with you.
All right, so you
Well,
two go out in the jungle.
I come back from the alley.
Hey, a third one.
Hey guys, what's going on?
It's just us 3.
Somewhere along the way, you notice you lost another companion.
Luke's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that about 3 minutes ago.
So yeah, you get back to the red district, and you see Musharib there with Hakon or whatever the guy's name. What the fuck is that guy's
And
name?
Robin's body.
Robin was carried away by the terror people.
Does she have a name, or is it just Robin's character?
No, it's Emma Watson.
It-
I'm Murloc.
Why is she black?
I'm Murloc Gnomes, and she's Emma Watson.
Azon Tellieri.
She's black.
Yeah.
Okay. Azon who?
This is man. Azon Tellieri.
Oh, I recognize him from the castle.
Yeah. And he's there with Musharib. He says, here is the man you asked for. And then he introduces you to Musharib, who I'm looking for. It's a huge list of people. There he is. He looks crazy. Who is this? Why, I'm Musharib. Oh, he's not that big.
Oh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
the right guy.
Oh.
Wait, is he meeting with us with this guy?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell the guy to leave if you want. Like,
What's he here for?
he was like ushering, like he's like the go. Like you remember, like Jabal. He's like the leader or like the head guide. So like he basically gets a tax of all the guides who get like money.
Oh.
He's the pimp.
So what does he get if we don't give this guy any money?
Whoa, good point.
Maybe Musharib still pays him. You don't know.
She's like the guide pimp.
You wanted to talk to me. I'm the
I
best
US
guide.
but I don't know where he is.
I look at Ernst McGenji.
Yeah, we hear you're a pretty good guide.
I'm the best guide in all of Chult.
What's your rate?
Oh. I'm a little drunk. It's almost noon, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. I've had a few myself.
It's 5 gold a day, standard rates.
And I hear you have yourself a little bit of a fire newt problem.
Y'all look like a rowdy type. If you really want to seek an adventure, come to Hakama with me. My clan's ancestral forge. I'll take you wherever you want, but I recommend we go there.
Well, we have a few stops to make on the way, and if we have time, we'll check Harakamar.
Aye. That sounds like a plan.
Congratulations, Busharib, you're hired.
When do we leave?
Tomorrow morning.
I like that.
Okay. You're not staying for the dinosaur races.
Not terribly interested in dinosaur racing. I'm more of the goblin puncher type.
I step in for a second. I say, well, having been on expeditions in the past, and I start talking about the kinds of equipment we need for a successful ruin excavation. And if I can remember correctly, since I'm an expert on this, I think I would just know how much and what kind of equipment are we going to need for this trip, since, we were teleported away from all the shit I knew and, had access to.
You know that you need to drink 2 gallons of water a day. You know that... So he talks to you. He says, let's talk in the bar.
Okay. I know about the water per day, but I'm saying, do we need special, brushes, like a master brush?
So he starts talking to you.
Or a pickaxe, or
So you guys head to the lizard, and then he gets like a barrel of Tej. He doesn't just buy a drink mug.
Is he drinking out the barrel?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he says, oh, this is a nice map. Where do you want to go? He says, every hex, we can travel about 1 hex a day, according to this map.
I point at
Okay.
the map and say, where are you from?
He says, I asked the question first. Where are you going?
And I kind of point and I said, well, we have to go to a couple places. First of all, Vorn. Also Mbala. East of Mbala. I said, these are all areas of interest to us.
I think we should check these things. I don't know what they are. You didn't ask.
Those are abandoned mines.
Yeah.
And I know
Have you been there?
ultimately I tell him ultimately our goal is
And every time he's talking to McGenji. As if he's... he doesn't pay you guys any mind. It's like, he's talking to the other dwarf. He hears you guys talking, but he answers McGenji.
I say, I know we have to find some ruins somewhere in the part that's not filled in.
I turn to Busharib. We have to find some ruins somewhere in the part that's not filled in.
I don't know nothing about no ruin.
First, we gotta go to Vorn. And then we gotta go to Mbala.
I thought you're from the jungle.
I am. He says that's on the way to Hakamar. Sounds like a good plan. That's a fuck.
Where is
That's a long-
Hakamar on the map?
It's a long fucking way. It's about 420 miles, blazing.
Oh man, fuck that. I mean, yeah, someday we'll get there.
That's 42 days.
Hackamar? Where's Hackamar?
He points down. It's in the Kobold Mountains.
We don't see them on our map yet.
Yes, you do, don't you?
Yes, we do.
I see the word Kabold Mountains. I see Atwat, Yawazi, the Valley of Lost Honor.
Could you point
says,
out
yep.
Hackamar on the map?
He says, I'll take you there.
Maybe it has a number, like a number 6, number 18.
He says, it's in the Kobold Mountains. He takes a sip of Tej, and by sip, he fucking bottoms up the whole barrel.
It's going to take a while to get down there.
He says, you better bring a fuckload of food. Unless you know how to hunt.
I know how to hunt.
He looks at McGenji and kind of he eyes over Epohikan, the Apaki, and says what's the fucking deal with this thing? He eyes that to you. And in the common Dwarven manner.
So, is everyone a dwarf here? What is going on?
No, you managed to meet two. Well, you met a rock gnome.
Okay, so he's looking at me and gesturing to the bugbear. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I shrug and say, I've lost control of my life.
Oh wow.
But don't worry about it. It's fine.
He says, you'll kill a few fire lizards and life will change.
One more time.
You kill a few fire lizards and your life will change. For the better.
Yeah, we'll help you out with your fire dude problem in 50 days when we get... what is it?
Yeah, I'll type it out. Oh shit, what happened to me? Krakamar. It's on his sheet. It's H. It's impossible to spell.
So I encourage him, and then I turn to the rest of the group and I say, this guy's really pushy with his Rakabar bullshit.
Well,
Don't need no guide.
thing is, we only need them as long as we need them. We don't need them until we get back here. Or until we get, so if we decide at Vorn we're done with them, you can just be okay, here's your 13 gold. Or no, it's 5 gold a day?
How many miles can we travel in a day? 10?
10.
Yeah.
He says if you get a canoe, we can probably go 2 of these hexes in a day.
That's
Where do we get a canoe at?
At the one place with looks like a circus tent on our map.
Yeah.
Well, then we should go investigate canoe prices.
I pull out Musharib's flyer and point at it. Waive my fee for a promise of assistance.
I will.
Okay. So we have an accord.
some big ass words for a bugbear.
So I turn back to our crew. So, well, if we promise, then we have to do it.
Was this some sort of dwarven honor code thing going?
Something like that.
I lean down and begin you and say, shit happens.
You could always have a tragic accident before we get there.
Good thing Robin's looking over her spell.
She's kind
So I
of
turn
lost
back
in
to our guide and I say, I promise. We'll go to Rockbard, we'll kill all your fire newts.
He says, I trust the word of a dwarf.
As you should.
And he pounds his ale. And says, so we have an accord.
So we have an accord. I stare awkwardly at Murloc gnomes.
And he says quietly to you in Dwarven, it's like, what's up with that guy? Is he retarded?
I reply in Dwarven, yeah, he's retarded.
Just gotta make him a promise.
Do you speak Dwarven, Ryan?
I don't.
Wow. If only you're an anthropologist.
I speak a bunch of languages. I just don't know how to see which ones I speak now that we're on this new system. Take me to get used to it.
That's a good point.
Oh, other proficiencies in languages. Didn't translate all.
Huh.
So he's like, well, I'm gonna go get ready if we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Hold on a second. Murloc, how much time are we going to need to get all this shit?
Well, that's what I was asking the universe.
Well, you know, you're gonna need food, maybe a tent,
Yeah, I was just going back on my,
a canoe.
of all this thing. How long does that stuff usually take?
You might want healing potions. Like,
Dude, how
if
do I
you're setting out for
I found it. Wait.
if you're setting out for an 84-day journey, like 42 there, 42 back.
We'll probably want a week.
How the fuck do I?
It looks like you're swearing.
Thornton's fucking here.
Like, there's nowhere to type the language. Like, it's just language. Every time you click on it, it puts it in the chat.
Dude, that's just the person in his house raping him who's clicking that.
Yeah, his face is bent over his computer
Oh,
desk.
God. Being raped, dude.
He tries to dial 911, but he just keeps hitting language proficiency.
Common. Oh, it says common under there. Wait, where's mine? Language weapon.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Matt, there's no way to type in the language.
Yo, okay, let me open up somebody's thing. Character sheet. Oh, wait, what?
See? There you go.
Yeah, mine's completely blank and I can't add anything.
Wait.
I think you have to drag the languages from the. Okay, so like, say common. No, I have no idea. Maybe languages? No. Language? No. Well, put it under your bio or something. We'll figure it out one day.
Okay.
How did Luke do it? How's Luke the only one
Where
that's
the
figured
fuck
it
is
out?
Luke?
Dude, Luke, that's a great question. During all this, the person who wanted to meet this guy
Yeah, the guy that wanted to buy this guy is like not fucking here.
is who knows the fuck where in the city. That'd be a great question. So, Luke, where are you during all of this? What are you doing in
Got
the
it,
city?
guys. So underneath language, the type is language. Under proficiency, type in common, comma, orc, comma.
I can't type. What do you mean type?
There's like the word proficiency. There's an open space. You just click on Faith. You can start typing.
What?
Oh, so click the cog to the right to
Yeah.
open it up.
Yeah. And then?
And then proficiency, click next to the word proficiency in the open space to the right.
Oh, okay, okay.
Type in common or what do you speak, Boykin? Is it Goblin? Is that a language? I know I wrote it down.
Language common. Okay, yeah. Language goblin.
I didn't write it down, but I think I
I
picked.
got it. Yeah, I got it. Why is that like a clickable thing? Like, why would you ever need to put that in the chat?
Well, if when Matt's like, "Does anyone speak Goblin?" I'd be like, "I do."
Dude, I'm making a separate one for each one.
So what is Vorson doing right now in the city?
Dude, he's modifying his language proficiency. Robin speaks a bunch of languages, but I can't think of what.
Nice, dude. You found where to type.
I wanted to be there for that.
Oh. Well, let's say you've never left the bar, and then like when like they show back up at the bar, you kind of show back up at the table.
Hey, Matt, is there any way to go back and look to see?
So
what language?
okay, look, since you were at the bar, oh my god. While you were at the bar, Luke, you were drinking with the locals, and you learned some things. One of the things you learned, two of them, that bird folk inhabit a monastery that hangs on the side of a plateau many miles up the Oolong River. Oolong River.
Like oolong, like the tea.
No. Past the Laughing Gorge. The bird folk are holding the last royal heir of Chult as their prisoner. That's the rumor. And then as you drink with him more, he says a dragon turtle named Aramag lives in the Bay of Chult. If you wish to set sail from Port Nyanzaru, you'll need treasure to appease the greedy monster. How much treasure? I can't say. Aramag will tell you what it wants, and you best give it what it demands. Oh, and then Bohican, you learned that Chult was once owned by the Amish. And that
somewhere.
That the Chultian people overthrew the government and had their own king. All those kings died, or were actually murdered.
Same.
Well, remember that veiled person we saw going into the palace? Like they own the place?
I'm guessing that's the king, dude.
And then yeah, the fucking kings like all got killed, and then the merchant prince took over as like the government.
So if we rescue the prince, that he becomes the new king.
I don't know.
The one
I don't know if that's how it works.
who's hostage to the bird people.
Sounds like the merchant princes sold them out so they could take control of the city. I don't say that.
That is awfully convenient for the merchant princes.
Okay, guys. So if you go to the character sheet at the very top where it says bio spells, if you click on that cog, you get an option screen. On the far right, top right, there's one that starts out with the word NPC. If you scroll down, for your features and traits or your proficiencies in languages, if you click and set it to simple, it'll give you what you had written. So if it's compendium compatible, you can click drag, but if it's simple, it's what you just hand typed in before.
Check that out.
So I speak common, goblin.
Alright, so it's probably like dusk now. Like you guys talk about a while about the adventure and everything.
So it sounds like either way, we're not actually going to leave tomorrow, because we still haven't bought any shit.
And there's still a bunch of city to explore. You don't even know what's going on.
Is our guy still here?
Yeah, he's just drinking. He says, "I'll just whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. Wherever you want to go, I'll take you."
And what are the dinosaur races?
Oh, in 3 days. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to stay here. It's crazy shit.
All right, we'll stay for the dinosaur races, and in the meantime, we'll gather supplies.
You do that. Make sure you have enough water. 2 gallons a day.
You got it.
And I hope you don't catch the mad monkey fever.
I've heard that's a bad one. We'll do our best. Start to gather up everybody to depart. I'd say, well, I guess we better actually go get a hotel room at some point.
And then, Bohican, you notice that Ace and Teleri, it's kind of like eyeing you guys.
Who is?
That's, Joe Ball's guy.
Shit.
So you guys gonna go, like, the market or anything? Or check out anywhere other places in the city?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna talk about canoes at the canoe store under the circus tent.
Is the canoe store still open? Sounds like it's getting.
Oh, yeah. Canoe store is open. The city never sleeps.
All
Except
right,
that, like,
let's go to
really
the canoe
late.
store.
I want to travel to number 6, the canoe store.
Okay. He's like, "Hello, my friend.
Hey,
Do you like canoes?
yes,
I sell the best canoes."
that's cool. So, I need canoes for 6 people plus gear.
He's like, "Then you are in luck, my friend. A canoe holds up to 6 medium creatures."
Plus all their equipment.
Oh, yes.
That's a big fucking canoe. That's like a catamaran.
I am not familiar with this term.
Big boat with a roof.
How strange.
And does this canoe obviously come with its oars?
Oh yes, the best oars.
6 pair? Like 6 oars?
No, 2 oars.
All 6?
You look at the canoe. It's more like a rowboat than like a canoe.
Okay.
They call them canoes down here, though.
Alright. So it's like a Viking rowboat, like a really long rowboat.
I mean,
Do you sit single wide or
not
double?
like a Viking rowboat. Like it seats 6, not like 60.
Well, is it sit double wide or is it 6 long
Double wide, yeah, double wide.
or probably 4 long with gear in the back? Okay. All right. So if we go canoe, that means we can't have any mounts. That's probably fine because we get those later. All right.
I make a special deal for you. 100 gold.
100 gold. For how many canoes?
One canoe is 100 gold.
You think so? I'm not sure. This isn't exactly the.
Isn't the what?
This canoe. It's not the color I thought it would be. I was hoping for a different color canoe. 100 gold's kind of steep for something. It's not
what color do you want?
I don't see you. I don't think you have it.
Do you want salmon pink?
No, chartreuse. Looking for chartreuse.
Chartreuse. I am not familiar with this color.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you don't have any canoes in there. Maybe someone else will have a chartreuse.
My friend, it is not the color of the canoe, but the contents of its character.
Yeah, I know. Man, my heart sets. But for 100 gold, I'm not sure I could deal with a non-chartreuse canoe.
You can make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Hang on. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be. Oh no, I'm really good at persuasion. I get -2 to.
Oh. Yeah, he's like, you know what? For you, 75 gold then.
I can swing 75, I think. So is anyone with me?
I'm there.
I'm always with you, boss.
Are we able to carry this thing? Or how?
Who's with you, boss?
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I gotta go.
All right, Luke. We're just gonna take the canoe someplace safe. Then.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll catch up. I've been up
Okay.
15, 16 hours now, so.
All right.
He's like, you can keep it here until he wants to leave.
All right. Put my name on this non-chartreuse canoe for the 75 gold I'm paying you. As soon as my page opens.
Boss.
Yeah.
5 people.
6 people.
There's 5 of us, boss. If we're all gonna use the canoe, we could all pay like 20 gold.
Yeah, you're gonna pay me. I'm just giving him the 75. Thanks, though. But I mean, you're right. I'm just buying this canoe, and this canoe costs 100 gold. 100. What you meant?
So basically, everything that's found in the player's handbook, like that section, equipment, can be found here at this market.
All the basic stuff.
Yeah, weapons, armor, and like all the gear, like an abacus.
Hmm.
That's good to know.
Oh man, Can we pick this up next time? Because I'm like dying at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. Page 143 is where the market starts.
I couldn't find the rain catcher in their info section.
Yeah, we're done for the night.
Yeah.
So we have a canoe. No room yet.
Recipe for success.
You know the best
Especially
part
if-
of this new character sheet is like being able to add like proficiencies, tools, features, and traits. It's like things you can just click on.
Well, the thing is, all the old ones didn't really translate over well, so you have to like kind of get rid of them and add them.
Oh, I just make new ones, dude. Like, fuck it. But you can like actually add them as a thing now instead of just like notepad.
Yeah, I agree. And like for Robin to put her spells in, it was just like click drag, type, click drag,
Oh,
which
that's
is so
much
nice.
better, dude.
And every fucking thing out.
Can you imagine trying to play a fucking wizard or something like last time the way we were playing and having to type in every spell in the fucking book?
Well, that's why it took me 5 hours to make Albert Gortas. Because I made him level 12 or whatever, because that's what that we're doing.
Yeah.
And then Matt's like, you don't want to make him level 1. Or someone said that to me, and I thought they were just fucking.
Oh, yeah, we were starting over.
I made him fully fleshed out, like all
Holy
the spells
shit,
and
dude.
shit. I had them all typed in. It's like, well, fuck. Like, that's.
Yep. Then we got 2 encounters into it and bailed.
Oh, by the way, has just Varger just been kind of like walking with us this whole
Yeah.
time?
He's like a cosmetic pet. Just follow me around until
Oh,
level
for
3.
until level. Yeah.
He evolved at level 3.
Dun, 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 dun,
He hasn't
dun.
said anything to me about any of this shit.
Dude, I'm really excited about that. The picture for Robin's character. Because all the other ones were like from the movie. They all look kind of lame. They're like her when she was 6 years old. First of all,
You mean the black?
or even when they were older, like none of them looks like her with her like wand. They're all weird poses and shit.
I've never seen the blaxploitation film of Harry Potter.
Me neither, dude.
You never seen the what?
The blaxploitation film of Harry Potter.
Well, no, actually, I think that came from an article because someone made a play, I think, and they cast Hermione Granger as black, and everyone was upset. And J.K. Rowling came out and she's like, "Look at my description for Hermione. I never said she was. I said she had dark, thick, curly hair.
She never said anyone was any race.
Well, she does. One kid is black, and she says as much, and then the ginger boy is not just Ron and his whole family, but another guy. But she doesn't actually say she's a white girl. She just says she has dark. Like it doesn't change anything. Like you can reread the entire books, and she's still like she could be black.
So could Harry.
It just never mattered.
Yeah, dude.
So could Gandalf.
Yeah, dude.
He could be. It just he had a long white beard. I don't think they ever just. Well, I mean, like even when they do like those little half paragraphs of describing a character, like they never touched on her skin color. Just that she had. I don't even think she had freckles, but that doesn't matter.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin can usually stay up a little later, but she's like,
Oh, did she die?
no, she went to the doctor today. She's got like some sort of like non-contagious.
Oh, I'm sure you were happy to hear that.